Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka Ghostbusters, and I'm here with a review for Gourmet Warriors QUByte Classics on Xbox. Now, this is a re-release of a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up game that was first released back in 1995 in Japan only. Now, this was released onto Xbox on the 31st of the 8th, 2023, and this port is developed by Pico Interactive, and it's published by QUByte Interactive, and they were very kind to send me a free copy to do this video review, so huge thank you to them for that. Now, this is the first time the game's ever had an English sort of translation, which is great. It's always nice when sort of retro games get remastered, and it's even nicer when like classic retro games that we've never got to experience here in the UK, the US, basically outside of Japan, get ported over for us, which is something that I love to experience. Even if the game's not great, it's like a little slice of history, so I always try and jump on these when I can. Now, this game features 3 different characters that you can play as. Each of them have their own sort of special moveset, and there are 6 different levels to play through, as well as boss fights at the end of them. So if you've ever played a game like Final Fight, Streets of Rage, you know exactly what you're going to get here. Now, the story of this game is basically it's set in the distant future. World War III has happened and the planet's been decimated. And basically recovering from nuclear war hasn't been easy. And you basically live in like one of the last remaining cities. Very much sounds like Zion to me in terms of how like it's described, without obviously the machines or anything like that. So basically, a secret organization is growing and trying to like take over the power of this area, and they're sort of stealing all the food supplies. Now, you won't get much of the story like from the game. It's a classic arcade-esque beat 'em up. There's very little in terms of story, but that's basically the premise of it, and you're there to obviously get the food back, defeat this evil organization. Now, gameplay-wise, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. It's no classic like Streets of Rage or anything like that. There's a good variety of different environments, and I do like the variety of characters. The enemy designs are very unique, as you can see on the screen. There's some really weird and wonderful ones. There's some cool like animations as well, which I like. But overall, the gameplay is just standard beat 'em up affair. You can't really, it won't stand out from the crowd. It's worth playing at least once, and I had a lot of fun playing it, and it's very weird and wonderful. Like at the end of the level, you can use the food you've collected to make like a dish, which then gives you like a buff as such. It's weird. It's strange how like you're just suddenly fighting like giant floating heads at times. You beat them and they drop an onion and stuff. But that's the sort of game. And like I said, there's different characters. There's like this woman that's very much reminds me of Chun-Li. There's like this big wrestler guy who's called Bonjour. And then there's like a ninja sci-fi like character called Trebien. And obviously it's just tongue-in-cheek. It's silly. And I like that it's set in the future. It's a bit like cyberpunky-esque. It's got nice, bright, colourful visuals, a rocking soundtrack. And yeah, it's fun. You'll spend a fair bit of time playing it, but I don't know if you'd, like, continue to play it more than once. There is a time limit on each of the levels, so you do have to sort of keep up the pace. And there are, like, special abilities, like, and pickups you can get. Like other games, I do like that, the one I'm using, you can see on the screen now, I have this, like, little helper that follows me along. It's like a clone of yourself. I thought that was really cool. Now, port-wise, it looks nice. It runs great on modern consoles, modern tellies, but it is a bit lacking. There's not much to it in terms of content. It's basically just the game, and that's okay, but I do like it when there's a bit more to it. There's more sort of content or anything like that. Galleries, behind-the-scenes footage. fast forward, it'll autoplay, and then you can like jump in when you want. Stuff like that. Is it perfect? No. But it's always nice to play a retro game I've never heard of until now. So it's playable on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S consoles. It's also available on Steam and other platforms as well. And on Xbox, it's priced at £8.39. So if you want a weird little fighting side-scrolling beat-em-up game, you can't go wrong with this one as such. It's a little bit samey after a while, and the time limit is a bit annoying. But it's got that weirdness, and whereas like Streets of Rage is, I say grounded, it's a little more grounded. This is a bit more weird and wonderful, and very much more like has a Japanese feel to it, in my opinion, than those type of games. And I've enjoyed my time with it, so that's all that matters to me. But anyway, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.